I want to welcome you to today's Easy Money Live show. This is Pratt, your host. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day today. Thank you for joining me on today's show. Now, before I get into today's topic, which is next level mindset, I want to share some inspiration because obviously you're here for a reason. You're looking to get different results. You're looking to how to create opportunity out of thin air, get different results in not only business, but also life. That's what this show is all about. So if that's you, you're in the right place. Now, I want to share with you some wisdom. I like to start off every one of these shows with wisdom that to pour into ourselves. As entrepreneurs, we have to be able to know how to think, and this is no different. We got to be inspired. So I want to share with you decision 2 out of the 7 decisions. It's a book by Andy Andrews. The book's called The Traveler's Gift. If you haven't read it yet, this book is absolutely amazing. And I'm going to read this. This is good stuff right here. The guided decision. I will seek wisdom. Knowing that wisdom waits to be gathered, I will actively search her out. My past can never be changed, but I can change the future by changing my actions today. I will change my actions today. I will train my eyes and ears to read and listen to books and recordings that bring about positive changes in my personal relationships and a greater understanding of my fellow man. No longer will I be bombarded my mind with materials that feed my doubts and fears. I will read and listen only to that which increases my belief in myself and my future. I will seek wisdom. I will choose my friends with care. I am who my friends are. I speak their language. I wear their clothes. I share their opinions and their habits. From this moment forward, I will choose to associate with people whose lives and lifestyles I admire. If I associate with chickens, I will learn to scratch the ground and squabble over crumbs. If I associate with eagles, I will learn to soar great heights. I am an eagle. It is my destiny to fly. I will seek wisdom. I will listen to the counsel of wise men. The words of wise man are like raindrops on the ground. They are precious and quickly used for immediate results. Only the blade of grass that catches a raindrop will prosper and grow. The person who ignores wise counsel is like the blade of grass untouched by the rain, soon to wither and die. When I counsel with myself, I can only make decisions according to what I already know. By counseling with a wise man, I add his knowledge and experience to my own and dramatically increase my success. I will seek wisdom. I will be a servant to others. A wise man will cultivate a servant spirit for that particular attribute, attracts people like no other. As I humbly serve others, their wisdom will be freely shared with me. Often the person who develops a servant spirit becomes wealthy beyond measure. Many times a servant has the ear of the king, and a humble servant becomes king, for he is the popular choice of the people. He who serves the most grows the fastest. I will become a humble servant. I will not look for someone to open my door. I will look to open the door for someone. I will not be distressed when no one is available to help me. I will be excited when I am available to help. I will be a servant to others. I will listen to the counsel of wise men. I will choose my friends with care. I will seek wisdom. Boom. That right there is what it's all about. That right there, seeking wisdom, finding the right people to pour into, giving back is so important to mindset. And that's what today's topic is on the Easy Money Live show. Today is about how to develop a top producing mindset, to take our mindset to the next level. Because here's why. Here's what I've learned. Over the last 10 years, I've helped thousands of people around the country, entrepreneurs and salespeople, to grow their business. And that's why people come to me. And here's the first thing that I have to do in order to get results from anyone. I have to change their thinking. I have to change their thinking, because their thinking is getting them the results that they're getting today. And that's what today's show is. It's how to change your thinking to go out there and make big things happen. And on this, I want to give you an acronym I want to share with you. And it's how do you seek wisdom? How do you find the right people? And I follow an acronym. I call it GET SMART. You've got to get smart. And here's what that means. SMART means seek, mine, apply, repeat, and teach. If you want to master anything, especially mindset, you want to be able, here's what you do. Number one is you got to seek it, meaning you have a desire for it. Once you seek it and you find the book, you find the mentor, you find the conference, you find the product, then you mine it. Mine it means read it, go through it, consume it, then apply, meaning apply what it is that you learn. Most people don't apply. That's why most people don't grow. You've got to apply. Next is repeat. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, because repetition is the mother of all skill. And lastly, teach it. Teach it to other people. Give it as a gift, because when you teach something, it helps you master it much quicker. So get smart. Find the right people to pour into, and that'll help you improve your mindset. Now, I want to get through a couple things today. I want to share with you some strategies to help you change your mindset. And number one, I'm going to go through a couple things here. And because obviously on the Easy Money Show, this is content. I'm going to give you as much meat and potatoes as I can in the 15, 20 minutes that we have available. So if you have a pen and paper, get it. Take notes, because I do talk a little fast. All right, here we go. Number one is your desire to succeed. All of you have a desire to succeed. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here today. You wouldn't be listening to the Easy Money podcast. You wouldn't have a desire to. See, most people have a desire to succeed. I mean, desire is amazing. That's the starting point of motivation. But you see, desire alone will not make you successful. It won't. It takes more than that. You can't just want it. I mean, I love the theory of the movie The Secret for those of you that watch it, but you can't just want something into existence. But desire is the first step. But here's the problem with desire. Desire alone isn't going to make you successful. Let me give you an example. Let's take 100 entrepreneurs. And let's just say I'm working with 100 people. And at the end of the year, let's say we followed them around, we tracked their results, and here's what we got. Out of 100, here's what happens. 95% did about the same amount of business or less, meaning they didn't change much. They stayed consistent. That's 95%, year after year, continuing doing the same. 4% had incremental increases, meaning they grew a little bit, which is better than none, but 1% had exponential increases. Those are the numbers. So the question is why? Why do 95% of people continue getting the same results year after year? And I believe it's mindset. And that's what I want to help you with today, is to help you be in the top 5% by changing the way that we think. And I'm going to start this with this. And if you have your pen and paper, I want you to write this down. This is the dumbing down mindset to our level here, okay? That's what I like. I like dumbing things down so we can understand them. And it's this simple. It's this simple. There's two types of mindsets. There's either the fixed mindset or the growth mindset. Those two, either fixed or growth. Now, here's the thing. 98% of the population have a fixed mindset. 2% have a growth mindset. And I wrote about it in my book, Listing Boss. If you haven't got my book, check it out. And I talk about these two mindsets. I want to share with you what they are. The difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. The people that are dominating their niches, they are the growth mindset thinkers. The victims are the people that are thinking fixed wise. And I want to share with you the difference. So here's the fixed mindset. Their failure is the limit to their abilities. I'm either good at it or I'm not. My abilities are unchanging. I don't like to be challenged. I can either do it or I can't. My potential is predetermined. When I'm frustrated, I give up. Feedback and criticism are personal, and I stick to what I know. That's the fixed mindset. The growth mindset is the opposite. Failure is an opportunity to grow. I can learn and do anything that I want. Challenges help me grow. My efforts and attitudes determine my abilities. Feedback is constructive. I am inspired by the success of others, and I love to try new things. See, that's the growth mindset. Here's why. You got to have a growth mindset if you're wanting to change your circumstances. If you're frustrated with where you are, you're not getting the results you're wanting, then I would ask you the question, are you doing more fixed thinking or are you doing more growth thinking? I'll give you another example, the difference. Because 98% of the population has a fixed mindset, we are surrounded by people that will try to bring us down to their level of thinking. We are surrounded by people that are criticizing, that are trying are telling themselves a different story. Let me share with this. So when I moved to Texas, I remember when I moved here, I didn't know a single soul. I left a successful business. And I remember like everybody Okay. Like everybody was like, whatever, Haas, you're going to be back. Everybody that leaves comes back. You'll be back. It's just a matter of time. And they all said that. Why? Because, well, that's fixed thinking. Fixed thinking is the people who criticized you whenever you became an entrepreneur, you got into sales. So fixed thinking is something that, I mean, we all do it, but you got to know the difference. Growth thinking is where you want to be. Now, am I saying that I'm just thinking growth all the time? No. I mean, I'm human too. I catch myself doing a little fixed thinking now and then, but I coach myself in that moment. And that's the difference. Growth mindset. Now, if you want to learn how to develop a growth mindset, I'll share with you. Here's how the 5 ways to develop a growth mindset. Number 1 is you acknowledge and embrace weaknesses. 2, you don't seek approval. You focus on what you want. 3, use failures and challenges as opportunities to grow. 4, have an attitude of determination and perseverance. And 5, believe that success is talent plus hard work. And I'll tell you this, if you have a fixed mindset, the chances of growing is very difficult. The chances of doing the rest of the things that I'm going to share with you are very difficult. So that's the first thing. Eliminate negative thinking, fixed thinking. I mean, think about this. It's like the opposite. It's positive thinking or negative thinking. Abundant scarcity over lack of thinking, right? Over the scarcity. Or you're thinking, you know, as far as winning or losing, your faith and fear. There's an opposite, and you always want to choose the positive. Always choose the growth in anything that you do. Next is personal growth. The most important thing to developing a next level mindset is you've got to go to work on yourself. It's something that we all have to do. To develop mindset, we got to go to work on us. We got to do the self work. And I'll give you an example of this. We don't control the economy. We don't control the market. We don't control our buyers. We don't control our sellers. We don't control our family, our wives, and our kids. We don't control those things. Who do we control? Us. That's the only person that we control. And in personal development, I look at it like this. You're here and you want to be here. How do I get here where I want to be? That answer is in personal development. For example, it's like the bamboo tree. You know, I love this story of a bamboo tree because I look at long-lasting success this way. You want to be able to experience success long-term, we got to do the work. We have to develop the skills. And here's the story of a bamboo tree. So let's say a farmer has a bamboo seed and he has the seed and he's going to go out and he's going to plant the seed and he wants to grow bamboo. Here's what's going to happen. He's going to go out and plant the seed one day. Then the next day, he's going to go out and water the seed, cultivate it, nourish it, fertilize it. He's going to till the ground, whatever it takes. He's going to do this work every day. And after a year of doing this every single day, of doing the work, doing what it takes, after a year, the bamboo tree still doesn't grow. It's still a seed. After year 2, same thing. The guy's going out there, he's watering it, he's nourishing it, and it doesn't grow. Year 3, same thing. By year 4, this guy's getting frustrated, meaning he's been putting in the work. He doesn't see the result, but he's still doing it and going out on faith that this bamboo tree is going to grow. And then by year 5, here's what happens. After he's about to throw in the towel, he goes out one day after 5 years of watering the seed, nourishing the seed, fertilizing the seed. Guess what happens? He goes out there one day and right there it is. There's a little green leaf and it's a little bamboo tree. And he says, well, by God, look, there's the bamboo tree. Oh my God, it's growing. Look. And then guess what? The next day he goes out, this bamboo tree has grown 18 feet. 18 feet. Why? Because the bamboo tree has been growing roots for 5 years. And I look at success that way. And meaning we got to go do the work to develop the roots, to build the skills, because once we do that, then boom, it all happens for us. This is important to mindset because some people want the boom, but they're not willing to do the what? Work. They're not willing to do the cultivating, the nourishing, the fertilizing the seed, developing skills, roots that run deep, that nobody can take away from you. Nobody can say, nope, you can no longer sell. I'm taking that skill away. You're no longer good with people. Nope, I'm taking that skill away. I'm taking your tenacity away. Nobody can do those things. And so be like the bamboo tree. And if you're like the bamboo tree and you develop the roots The world is your oyster. Now, why is that important to mindset? Well, some people miss that. They want the end result without doing the work. It doesn't work that way. We got to do the work. You do the work, have faith that what you want will come to fruition. And that will help you with mindset when you own your own success. Number 4 is change your beliefs. The fastest way to change your thinking is to change your beliefs. Remember, change your thinking, change your results. What do I mean by beliefs? Well, here's what I've learned with working with people. Like getting in their head between the ears. I mean, sometimes, y'all, we got to go deep. They've been struggling with stuff that they don't even know that they've been struggling with. They have blind spots that exist that they didn't even know existed. And then when you bring those things to awareness, now the person can go figure it out and they can work on it. I mean, that's what we do. Coaching, mindset. We're helping them. We got to find out what's stopping you, and then we got to go attack it and fix it. And I'm going to help you with this. Why do some people think a certain way? Well, I'll tell you why. It comes down to beliefs. So if you're not happy with where you are, you want to get different results, then I want you to look at what you're actually believing, questioning your beliefs. And there's several things that form our beliefs. The first thing that forms our belief is our environment, the people around you. Just like I talked about in the I Will Seek Wisdom. I mean, you look at your friends. Who are you hanging out with? I mean, you're going to be wearing the same clothes. You're going to be making the same money. Remember, take your 5 friends, add all of their incomes together, divide it by 5, and that's probably what you make. Now, I'm not saying it's all about money, but that's a great litmus test for your environment. Change your environment, because here's why. You become a product of your environment, so make sure your environment is one you want to become a product of. My mentor, Jimbo, knew this. He knew that he had to get me out of my old environment into a new environment that I can thrive in. And I did. And because why? Because I became a product of my environment. So question your environment. Who do you have in your world? Who is encouraging you? Who are you listening to? And question your environment, because oftentimes that's what holds people back. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and make drastic results today, okay? That's up to you. But I'm just saying, you've got to understand that you are a product of your environment. So if you want to change your thinking, then question your environment. 2 is events. Events. Maybe you failed at something and you believe that you can no longer do it because you failed at it. Therefore, you let that failure define you. And events are always something that will form your beliefs. Here's the thing on events. Don't worry about the events. Worry about the actions. If you worry about the actions, meaning you're focused on doing the right things, the events are going to come to fruition. So don't let something that you failed at break your spirit. Get back in the game, get off the sidelines, and get back in it with the growth mindset, questioning your beliefs, and that's how we're going to change your mindset. Number 3 is knowledge. Knowledge. Here's the thing about knowledge. What you don't know can hurt you. Ignorance is not bliss, meaning what you know. Here's what I mean by this. Don't be the know-it-all. Because if you think you know everything, you're going to repel mentors. You're going to repel coaches. You want to go into everything with an open mind when it comes to knowledge. I find the best way to improve mindset is to keep an open mind and have a childlike curiosity. Don't think that you know everything. Be open. Why? Because you don't know everything. There's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of uncertainty. And when you have the right mindset, especially when it comes to knowledge, it's going to bring the people into your life. It's just like we talked about in I Will Seek Wisdom. It says right here, it says, I will listen to counsel of wise men. And it says where is it? When I counsel with myself, I can only make decisions according to what I already know. By counseling with wise man, I add his knowledge and experience to my own and dramatically increase my success. You know, if I look at all my friends in my life that I've had a lot of friends, but the ones that had the greatest impact on me, they were all 20 years older than me. They were. I mean, my best friends, they were 20 years older. Why? Because that's who I chose to hang around. They had a huge impact on my life. Why? Because I listened. I didn't know. They did. I took notes and took action. Number 4 is results. Yeah, we talked about results. Done. All right. So here's what we got. Number 2, the 2 mindsets is you've got to have a growth mindset to change your thinking. Next is commit to personal development, personal growth. Be like the bamboo tree. Don't look for solutions outside. Look for solutions within, because I'll tell you why. If anything's going to change your situation, it's within. It's not outside. You may be looking for outside, but go within, because when you go within, that's where the answer is. You may not want to hear that, but that's the truth. And your beliefs. What do you believe? What blind spots do you have? What's holding you back from reaching new levels? Because here's why. Listen, if we're going to make money making easy, we've got to have mindset down. We have to understand how to think. And even me, I am always studying mindset. I love mindset. I talk about mindset all day, whether I'm speaking, coaching, doing events. But I'm consuming it too, because I remember one time Zig Ziglar said, he goes, it's like taking a bath, right? You got to do it every single day. So I would encourage you to do this, is to feed your mind every single day. Be able to go to work on yourself every day, coach yourself every single day. Because if we're going to do anything different, we got to change our thinking to change our results. And that's what it's all about. So here's the deal. Go out there today and commit to change. Eliminate fixed thinking. Go to work on yourself and think big. What would happen if you could? What would happen if there was no limitation in what you could achieve? What would that look like? And let's go out there and let's start making it happen, because here on the Easy Money Live show, that's what today, the entire show is all about. It's putting the bricks in the wall to help you go out and to be able to succeed and thrive in anything that you do. And all of these things are important. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Easy Money Live show. I'm Haas Pratt coming at you. I will be coming at you next Friday with another show. Go ahead and like us, leave your comments. We'd love to hear your feedback. Go out there, be bold, take action, and make it happen. Take care.